don't agree with me at all. We're completely different, but they can't deny that I'm attractive to them. So I wouldn't say, sure, there are simps, but if anything, I do get a lot of those comments. So.
Wait, what?
I agree.
Not the only people calling me 10 out of 10 are not just simps. There's other men as well.
Word. Yo, Valdiv, thank you, man. Appreciate it. We have Bender the Offender here. Actually, whoops, we have this one here. Dryzala, 100. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. First time super chat here. Question for the panel. If Western standards weren't so high from women, do you think the shorter men can stand a chance of being with a woman he's attracted to? I'm 5'2", and all too often my height prevents being with a woman. Dryzala, thank you for the super chat, man. Appreciate it. Height is definitely... It's a tough one for men.
Can I comment on this?
Yeah.
So I find it absolutely ridiculous when short women, and I'm talking like 5 foot, 5'2", are like, I will only date men over 6 foot tall. I think it's absolute bullshit. Get over yourself, first of all. I'm decently tall. I'm 5'8", and I've dated plenty of people that have been the same height as me. Would I absolutely prefer somebody that's taller than me? Yes, but I find it so crazy that women that are very small have such a high preference for.
But would you ever date someone shorter than you?
I'm not saying that I wouldn't.
But you haven't.
The men that I've dated that are quote unquote the same size as me, people have said that they're actually shorter than me, but they're the same size or same height on paper. Mm-hmm. But no, I mean, I have a pretty dominant personality, I feel like, and in a relationship, I do want to feel feminine, and I don't want to feel like I'm the more dominant masculine one in the relationship. So if somebody has a personality and lifestyle that does portray that, then that's totally fine if they're same height, maybe even shorter. But yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah. I feel bad for those men too sometimes.
I do
It
as
is
well.
a double standard, but also like, yeah, I've dated men the same height as me, and then I've run into the issue where, cause I love my heels, I love my taller shoes, and like they would get actually upset, like would be visibly upset that I was taller than them with these shoes on and ask me to take them off, and say I'm not doing that. They're shoes, you know. So that's where it's like I like a few inches, but a lot of those girls who are like 5 foot tall, literally like 4'11", saying, "Oh, I only date men over 6 feet." Maybe they dated a couple men over 6 feet, but a lot of the time they're not even dating men that are all over 6 feet. They're just saying it, but they've given a few, maybe not the 5'2" guys are dating, yes, but they've given some 5'10", some 5'9". They can't even tell the difference.
What is?
Well, hold on. They've given a 5'9", 5'10" guy a chance. By the way, 5'9" the average male height in the U.S.
I'm not saying that. I've dated men that are 5'9".
No, I'm not saying that's you, but you're talking about these other women.
I say give them a chance because these are the girls, quote
Heaven
unquote.
forbid you give a man who's of average height.
It's actually
a
above
chance.
average.
I was saying that because these are the same women, quote unquote, saying that they won't date anyone under 6 feet. So I'm saying that they give those men a chance. Is
well, yeah,
verbiage
that's
they
just
would
ridiculous.
I already said I agree with that statement.
Well, the problem for hold on.
J-Man
Thank you, J-Man.
973 donated $99.
Appreciate it.
Love to see character development from Kiko.
Oh, look at that.
Good to
Look at
see
that.
her
You're
be
winning
more
them over.
realistic, but honestly, she's a 7.5. As for who comes close to a 10, it's Armando Armas. Much love, Brie and
Wait, can we get a photo? Can you Google a photo of Ana de Armas?
Yeah.
She was in the James Bond movie. She was like the agent that met him in Cuba.
I would agree.
That.
I think she's probably one of the most attractive women in like entertainment right now.
Are we getting a Google image?
We got-
Nick?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Really? Huh? Her?
This photo on the bottom right.
Maybe it's not flattering, but
What don't you like about
X
her?
out and scroll down.
She's gorgeous.
No, she's absolutely beautiful.
I wouldn't say she's the standard of beauty. She looks like Angelina Jolie and Kylie Jenner mixed together, really, to me. But
I mean,
yeah, like she's definitely hot, but I wouldn't say that's like the standard of.
Right.
It's also so hard to tell in Google Images. Google Images be doing a lot of women dirty, and then
That's so true.
like those pictures look gorgeous.
Isn't she older? You know?
There's
I
nothing
don't
wong
think
with
so. I
that.
think she's probably in her
Ryan.
30s.
Nothing wrong with
I
being
don't know
older.
for sure though.
Huh?
She kind of looks
Nothing
like
wrong with being
Timothy
older.
Chalamet or whatever his name
Okay.
is.
I was gonna say that.
Well-
I don't want to be me.
like Timothy.
Yeah.
She's gorgeous though.
Bringing this back up,
Yeah.
I think it's actually interesting, and Priya raises a good point. Priya, you said you're 5'8", right?
Yes.
Yeah, so I think it's actually like women who are average height or above actually
Less preference.
seem to care less about height than like a girl who's 4'11" or 5 feet. And you'd think, oh, okay, well, if you're a guy who's 5'2", just get a girl who's 4'11" or 5 feet. Actually, those girls care even more about dating a guy who's tall for some reason. Like they definitely want a guy who's 6 feet.
They can't reach stuff.
They're trying to like even out their gene pool.
Yeah,
a bit.
it's something like
They're
that.
Like, if we get a 6 foot man, maybe we can get some 5'5" kids.
I gotta
Maybe
be
that's
honest with you. I dated somebody who was the same height as me, and I couldn't stand it.
You couldn't stand it.
Did not like it.
How
Not
tall
one
are you?
bit. Did not like it.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'4".
And he was 5'4", 5'5"?
Yeah.
Okay.
Didn't like it.
I'm a little over 5'7", and I don't understand the obsession with the over 6 feet thing. I've dated men my same height. I've dated men who, when I wear heels, I'm taller than them. I don't know what the obsession
My
with
guy
the
is
6
6'4"
foot marker
now,
is.
and that turns me on.
Biological.
Biological.
The same way they
Okay.
say like men have the
It's a
tendency.
turn on.
Yeah.
I
don't know.
It's like
Dominant.
we
I'm
say
fine
like the
with
protection,
5'9".
like you. Yes, I'm sure there's very strong short men out there. I mean, hey, they're center of gravity. They probably have some strong
I
legs.
feel like I
but,
have to.
Yeah.
I feel like I have to defend the 5 foot girls out here because I'm 5 feet.
Me too.
And height has never played a role in the man I've chosen. It plays no role in this. He's way taller than me, but
How
that's
tall
not
are
why
you?
I'm attracted to him.
I'm 6'2".
No, of
Oh.
course. And
So I
Oh, I
don't know.
thought hold on,
Billy,
Billy.
but now your
No,
comment doesn't.
Yeah.
No, but
I've
Like
dated
I'm
guys much
5'7",
shorter.
my boyfriend's 6 foot. So I mean,
No,
See, but that's how it should be.
I agree with you.
I don't even think. See, a lot of girls get into this whole thing where they think that it's like, it's because like I need to be able to feel like I'm like hugging upward and things like that. The reason why the reason why 5'4" bothered you is not because of his relative height to you, it's because of his relative height to other men. That's why it bothers you. That's why like when
don't
you're
like being eye to eye with him.
that's why when you're 5'8", 5'9", but you really don't like him not being eye to eye to other men. I think that's the biggest thing. Men are
Well,
very,
and like she said, he didn't want me wearing heels.
Really
like,
good point.
you know.
Yeah.
like this is why like if you meet a guy who's average height, like let's say you're 5 feet tall, you meet a guy who's 5'6", and do you want to say something real quick?
no, go for it. Go for it.
I was gonna say, you guys are emotionally stimulated. That's how you get aroused. Like you guys, that's why you never hear a guy being like, oh, I just want a girl to have a really good sense of humor. No, that's what girls
Just about to
say.
say that.
Okay?
Just about
Like,
to say
you
that.
guys, if you're 5'1", 5'2", you meet a guy who's 5'6", your initial thought seeing him maybe at a bar or something like that is going to be like, he's a little short. But the moment that he opens his mouth and he's got riz, he's making you laugh, he knows how to freaking like schedule a date, take you out, show you a good time. You've got that vibe, right? And then all of a sudden you realize like, oh, he's like super disciplined. Like I enjoy spending time with him. Your height, the height preference goes out the window.
Yeah.
Guys who are 5'2", 5'1", 5 foot, those guys are in big trouble because of their relative height to other men, not their relative height to you.
Even growing up, the most like suave, like the 2 boys I remember growing up in my class at my Catholic school was small. I was 5'5" in 5th grade. These boys were like 4'9" until the day we graduated 8th grade. But they were the lady men, like lady man, whatever you call them, of our class, even though they were the shortest. Like they were just
ballers.
so funny. Like they class clowns, athletic, whatever. But it's kind of back to my comment earlier when I said a lot of women, those short women will say, I only date men above 6 feet, but actually not because of how it sounds. They don't want to be the one to say like, oh, like they think it sounds lesser if they say they're not dating men over 6 feet. So that's the whole like trend to say like I only date men over 6 feet.
I also think dating apps in particular highlight this. I think that if you're a guy who's under 6 feet tall on a dating app, you're going to struggle because women are going to be in their heads about this preference without realizing that they're just setting themselves up to fail.
I
Back
think
to what
there's-
you were saying. We have a friend. I don't want to say his name.
Yeah.
We have a friend that's I think he's 5'2".
Yep.
And he does struggle on dating apps, but in person he is always the most alpha person in the room. And in person he gets every girl he approaches, and
Every
it's
girl's
because of
number.
his personality. He
So
has
true.
a very masculine personality.
Charisma is a
On like
relevant thing.
on my platform, like men ask me, I get so many like DMs from men being like, help, like my looks are about like a 5, I'm a little bit short, like do I have a chance with a girl who's a 9 or 10? And like the answer is absolutely yes, because like the guy that I was talking about earlier,
It's going to be